Football fans, welcome to the End Zone. As always, Brock the Bulldog White, joined by my co-host, me and Mark Fitterer. I'm liking that jersey, buddy, the maroon. I thought it was a Gophers jersey at first when you walked in.
No.
The undefeated Minnesota Gophers got Penn State this weekend. Ron was saying, our producer, Rockin' Round Roads, that you can alter the tint on camera so it's more purple.
No.
So it's Adam Thielen, is that good?
No, because, Vikings are just not good, and it doesn't make sense to wear a Vikings
the 6-2 Vikings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they're not good.
Yeah.
The 6-2 Vikings.
Kirk Cousins is still bad.
The team that's only one game back of your Packers in the North isn't good. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah.
Kirk Cousins, who's put up all these yards these past 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
Yeah. 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Keep that in mind. That's not
I'm with you. I'm excited about where the Vikings are trajectorying towards up, but I'm a little hesitant about Captain Kirk. He's got a new nickname. Did you hear about this? They're calling him Kirk Dirt, like Joe Dirt. There's a T-shirt with a mullet and a mustache, and that's his nickname in the locker room now is Kirk Dirt. So I'm all in on Kirk Dirt. Kirk Cousins, I'm not sure about.
That's a terrible.
But I'm all in on Kirk Dirt. Keep on keeping on, man. Life's a garden. Dig it. You know what Joe Dirt is? The movie. Have you seen it?
What?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep the show moving along. All right, buddy. Let's talk a little football, a little action. Drew Brees got back to the Saints. They took care of business, didn't they? Big points, big game. Saints get the win in that one, 31-9 over the Cardinals. Didn't miss a beat, did he?
No. I was watching this, and Drew Brees said, when you're dribbling a basketball, you use your fingers. When you throw a baseball, it's different because it's smaller. But when you're throwing a football, it's way harder.
It's all thumb action. A lot of it is.
I don't know how he did it. And he's just amazing. He's
one of a kind. He's a once in a lifetime kind of guy.
Yeah.
A generational talent, they say,
Yeah.
So good for the Saints. And the big thing is we talked about this when he got hurt. They didn't lose when he was gone.
Yeah.
So I mean they kept the ship steady. He's back, and their chances going deep this year look pretty good still.
I think it was the right decision to start Brees over Bridgewater.
Yeah, he's ready to go. It's time to put him back in. He's ready to roll.
Bridgewater was doing good.
He did fine, but he's not Drew Brees. That's the difference. I mean, but it was smart. They talked about last year about trading him in the offseason and maybe getting some picks back for him, but they kept him around and it paid off as an insurance policy for Drew Brees. So good for them. Not good are the Denver Broncos, my friend.
Yeah.
15-13, they lose to the Colts in Indy. They had the game for a long time. They had to put away. And then Colts came back. Broncos made a lot of mistakes. Joe Flacco now is benched going forward. I don't think it really matters for the Broncos, but...
Well, I don't know if it's the right decision because you got rid of your best receiver.
Yep, they traded him over to the Niners.
And now,
Sanders,
I don't know if Von Miller will get traded because the Denver Broncos aren't good, and he needs to go.
He's too good to play on a bad team.
Yes.
He has too much value to
So,
be there. Yep.
a lot of Broncos fans are going to get mad if he gets
They should be, because, John Elway has had all this talent on defense and other pieces, and ever since Manning left, he really hasn't done anything right. He hasn't drafted good quarterbacks. They haven't helped out the offense to all the running backs or anything. So
has Elway got fired yet?
No, I'm surprised he still has a job.
That dude needs to get fired.
The easiest one he would have had is to try to draft Christian McCaffrey when he
he might be
came
a
around.
good quarterback, but
not a good GM.
Yeah,
or president of football operations, whatever it might be. He just hasn't done well since Manning and Kubiak left town after that Super Bowl a few years ago. So Broncos fans, you got a lot to be upset about. I don't blame you one bit, but benching Flacco, whatever. It's another problem on your long list of problems going forward for the Broncos. How about J.J. Watt out for the season? How much does that hurt the Texans, you think?
A lot.
Yeah.
Because Deshaun Watson needs to carry him even more.
Which is a lot to begin with. He's been carrying him a lot as it is.
And now their defense is J.J. Watt was their defense.
He pretty much, because Clowney got traded out to Seattle,
Now they're just going to be like a 9-17 instead of a 12-14. And that will hurt them so much because they were so good.
Yep.
And then it just all fell down when he got hurt.
The good news is I would say it's a two-man race in their division between them and the Colts. Who's going to be the best and take that division? I think they're a better team than the Colts, but not by much, but enough to get the division. But Jacoby Brissett might make things happen, but I think they'll be okay as far as making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Going deep, I wouldn't count on it though. I don't see it happening. How about your Packers taking care of the Chiefs Sunday Night Football? They made it interesting. It was a tight one, even with Matt Moore out there under center for the Chiefs. But Aaron Rodgers again. I don't know if it's the referees or if it's just magic or what it is, but he pulled it off, buddy.
It's magic.
It's magic.
Well, Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith are like one of the best duos in the NFL.
Yep.
And like their corners, like Jair Alexander and like Kevin King, like I like them so much. But what hurts their defense? One single player, Savage. I don't know his first name, but whatever. I absolutely hate this guy. Whenever I watch him, I scream at him.
You throw stuff in the TV.
Yes.
You take your pillow and go, oh, and scream in the pillow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like
So, but as bad as he is, Aaron Jones is that much better on offense.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he led the game in receiving and rushing. That guy is outrageously good. I mean, he just is.
He's a poor man's Christian McCaffrey.
Poor man's Christian McCaffrey. That's a good combination, or a good comparison to have, though. Christian McCaffrey is leading the league, I think, in a lot of categories, and is the MVP talk this year so far.
Yeah. Well, I don't get why Russell Wilson's in the MVP talk, in my opinion. I think Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers
losing
now,
a couple weeks to injury hurts Mahomes'
Yeah.
case. It always does.
And then,
injury always messes things up.
I don't know about...
Dalvin Cook's got to be up there in consideration. You don't think so?
No.
How about the Vikings this week? Not an exciting game, 19-9. The offense we talked about being so high-powered kind of took a back seat to the defense this week, but they still got the job done. Cousins still had 285 yards in the game. Now the Vikings sit at 6-2. And as we talked about, we had Rockin' Round there, our producer. He was in the building. He was there talking to the team. And we got a couple comments from some of the Vikings players we're going to listen to right now about the halfway point and where they're at going forward for the season.
It was good, starting off the season, 2-2. Everybody was, doubting us and things like that. But we know we're capable of. We got to clean some things up. And, it just definitely shows our hard work and just to this team. And I'm ready to play again, honestly.
Put ourselves in a position that the second half of the season is going to be right there for us, and we got to go out and do it. 6-2 doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't, turn the last 8 games into something special. And we got some big time games up ahead. These aren't going to be easy opponents. We're going to be playing in tough environments against really good football teams. So the work doesn't get any easier from here.
So there you hear it, man. Kirk Cousins himself saying that 6-2 is cool, but unless they can capitalize going forward in the schedule, it doesn't mean anything. And the Vikings schedule does get tougher going forward.
Yeah. And last week, week 8, Redskins, home, Thursday night.
You were expecting a blowout?
Win. Yes, but it was 19-9, and they were still in that game. I don't get it.
Well, I think the problem there more than anything was they made a lot of penalties in that game.
Yeah.
Reef has been getting flags all day, every day, every week. A lot of mistakes mentally, a lot of mistakes offense, defense, a lot of flags on Rhodes again. That's the big problem. They got to clean it up. Because they clean it up, they probably would have pitched a shutout against the Redskins this week because they gave them so many second opportunities on penalties on defense. So if they can clean it up, they're going to be okay. But I always think Thursday night games, you come out of there with a win. I don't care how big or small it is, it's still a win. It's such a weird day of the week to play football for NFL players that are trained to play on Sundays and Saturdays and I guess Mondays. But Thursday games, you win, you get out of there, all that matters is a W.
And they're facing tougher teams.
Yes.
They're 6-2. That's a good record. But now they're going to turn into 8-18 because
So the rest of the season, they're only going to win 2 more games.
Yeah.
They got the Chiefs, Cowboys, Seahawks, Lions, Chargers, Packers, Bears, all coming up in the next few weeks.
Yes.
They're going to lose all those games.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the win.
They'll beat the Lions
I'll tell
again.
you the win.
They'll beat the Bears again. They'll beat the Packers again right before Christmas.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
In US Bank Stadium, the best stadium in all of the NFL, all of football. Oh, yeah.
No.
Everyone calls it the most beautiful stadium. All the announcers love it. All the players love playing there. I mean, it's not some old dump like Lambeau is. At least they have air conditioning and heating there. And nice seats.
Yeah, but Lambeau's history.
Oh, okay.
How old U.S.? Like
5 years old? 4 years old?
Like, that's not history, okay?
All right, I'm giving digs. I dig it because I'm a Red Sox fan, so I love Fenway Park. I think Wrigley Field's cool. Lambeau's pretty cool, but you got to give some digs in once in a while. I mean, and it's kind of a dump.
No.
So what do you think's going to happen with the Vikings? I mean, are you serious about 8-8, or are you just saying that as a Packers fan?
Nope, serious.
Because, like, I can't look at you
I'll tell you the teams that they can win against. The Broncos
Yeah?
and
Chargers.
They
can beat the Bears and Lions again. That's 4 games.
Well,
that puts them at 10.
That's a questionable.
Have you seen the Bears play the past few weeks?
Well, like, I don't know.
Have you? Okay, I'd say the Lions is more of a question than the Bears going forward.
Well,
Don't you?
Because they're more talented, but
Chiefs, they can get the Chiefs now. Mahomes, LeBron's 30, coming off the injury.
Well, Bears, in my opinion, are tanking for this offseason to get a new quarterback.
Well, they shouldn't be because they have all the money tied up in other parts of the team. They're like the Vikings. All their chips are in right now. They got to win. If
Yeah,
they don't,
they're gonna
get
get rid of some players, including like Trubisky and all these average players, and then they're gonna get a star quarterback like Phillip Rivers, like Russell. No, not Russell.
I could see someone like a Rivers going there. Ben Roethlisberger, one of those kind of guys. Eli Manning. I don't think they're good choices, but I could see an older veteran leading.
Eli Manning?
Well, he still might play. I don't think he'll be good for him, but it's a name. It's an older guy, a veteran. I could see someone like them going there on a 1 or 2 year deal and maybe being that guy. It's not impossible. Rivers, Manning, Roethlisberger, they're all going to be floating next year in the quarterback atmosphere. They got to go somewhere, unless Eli retires, which he should. But you never know. I mean, it's the NFL, man. You see a lot of guys past their prime still getting paydays just because of who they used to be.
Yeah.
You never know with those guys. Eli can fall into a big payday next year.
Aaron Rodgers, the best quarterback of all time.
Aaron Rodgers is still very good. Not the best of all time, but he's still very good.
He will.
I can concede that. I'll say that. I'm a bigger man about it. I can look at you in the face, and I can tell you right now that the Packers, I think, will win the North, honestly. I think they're going to win 12 games. They'll win the North. But the
12 games.
The Vikings will win 10 games, 11 games. They'll get the wild card spot, and then we'll see what happens.
8-8.
What do you think they're going to win? Do you think the Packers are going to go 15-1? Do you think they're going to run the table the rest of the way?
No.
You can't really think that. Come on.
They're going to go like 13-3 or like.
Oh, so 12 games isn't that far off then. 13-3, 12-4.
12-4.
Those are both decent records.
14-2.
You win more than 11 games in football, you're pretty good.
Well, yeah.
Or you got a cupcake schedule. Like, remember the Jags 2 years ago when the Jags went to the playoffs and they almost beat the Patriots?
Oh, yeah.
Because they were so bad, their schedule was so easy that they were suddenly a decent team. They walloped everyone. They won, whatever it was, 11 or 12 games. But it's interesting, buddy. We're at the halfway point. Things are shaking up. Things are shaking out like we thought they would for some teams. There's some surprises. We'll take a quick commercial break. I can't talk today. And we'll come back with our picks for Week 9.
When you want variety, you usually need to visit several places for bold flavors. Where they stuff your pretzel with 3 cheeses and roast beef, or where smoked cheddar meets crispy bacon. Because when you want to try 7 new sandwiches with a range of unique flavors unlike anywhere else, there's only one place to go. It's the only place you'll find sandwiches like the Caprese and the Tuscan. And that place is Schlotzsky's. Make people happy. Cater Schlotzsky's. Make it easy. Call 855-DELIVER.
Football fans, welcome back to the End Zone, brought to you by Schlotzsky's up north in the hub on Highway 22. Delicious Schlotzsky sandwiches, soup, the whole works up there. Go get yourself some Schlotzsky's right now. We love that place. Let's talk a little football for Week 9, Marky Mark. Let's talk about some games. Let's talk about the Niners and the Cardinals. Easy money. Niners all day, right?
Yeah.
Easy money. Jimmy Garoppolo, the whole deal. George Kittle should be no problem against the Cardinals.
Well, actually, in my opinion, I feel like 49ers are truly not as good as other teams in the NFL.
They just dropped a 50 burger on the Panthers last week, man.
Well, yeah, because their defense is carrying them. Nick Bosa
is playing lights out.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't sold on him because of the way he ended his college career and everything and some other stuff he's done. That guy is outrageously good. Nick Bosa is killing it.
But I don't know if the Cardinals should have drafted Nick Bosa or Kyler Murray.
I like Kyler Murray. That's a project. That's going to be a couple-year thing till the turnaround begins. I'm with Kyler Murray. And I'm still with Baker Mayfield, too. That's maybe my Sooner alliance coming through after a tough loss to Kansas State this week. But still, I think Baker is better than the situation he's in. I think Freddie Kitchens is over his head. I think the play calling is awful. I think the game management's awful. They need a better situation, better offensive coordinator or something in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because that team is better than what's happening on the field right now. And they're getting frustrated. They know they are.
Oh,
they can feel it.
Baker's struggling too.
The whole team is.
Those commercials are getting to waste, kind of.
I feel if you're a Browns fan and you're watching other games and you got to see Baker all day on those progressive commercials, whatever it is, the insurance ones, you got to be like, enough's enough, man. Go start practicing. Kids, quit making commercials, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, next game up for you, Mark. Let's talk about how about the Texans and the Jags. Minshew, Watson. What's going to happen in this one?
Let me tell you. You know how I said, why it's a huge drop down?
It is.
It's really not, because it is, but like it's not. Because when you're playing the Jaguars,
Certain teams, it doesn't affect you as much.
and I don't know the Texans' schedule for the rest of the season, but this game is easy money.
You think they're going to handle the Jags no problem?
Yes.
The Jags are frisky. Minshew and the boys are frisky. They can play it. If they get some situation, I'm calling upset. I'm calling Jags with the Texans. It's at Jacksonville. Okay. I'm calling upset.
Well,
Even our producer's shocked over there. It's in London. Well, should have done my homework. I still taking it because that's like their second home. They played more games in London than any team, except the Raiders, like in the past 10 years. I'm still taking the Jags. That makes it even better. London games are always a crapshoot. I'm taking the Jags in London. I'm all in. Pip, pip, cheerio. Let's go.
Nope.
All right, buddy. How about Chargers and the Packers?
Packers.
Oh, this is your lightning lock of the week, isn't it? Folks, you can go on Facebook now for a chance to win a free Schlotsky sandwich here. All you got to do, if you agree with Mark's pick, click the agree button. He gets it right, you have a chance to win a sandwich. If you disagree with Mark's pick, click the disagree button. He gets it wrong, then you have a chance to win the free sandwich of Schlotsky's. For Week 8, Charlene Pierce is the winner of the sandwich. Our Week 9, Schlotsky's Marky Mark's lightning lock of the week, Packers, Chargers. You got the Packers, right?
Yes.
There you go, folks. It's the gospel. You've heard the man. It might as well be a home game for the Packers because they're playing at the Chargers Stadium, which I think the Chargers have maybe 5 fans in all of California still, and they don't even go to the games. It's like 2 fans go to the games. So there's going to be a lot of cheeseheads in the stands in LA this weekend.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to the Chargers. They were good last year.
They were okay last year.
I predicted them to go to the Super Bowl last year.
Did you?
Yes.
Then who beat them in the playoffs? They beat the Ravens in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then the Patriots handled them no problem after that last year.
Yeah.
But this is your lock, though. Packers, Chargers.
Yeah.
I think it's a safe one. I'm with you. Packers should handle the Chargers no problem in that one.
When you got an MVP on your team, I mean, you got to pick them, right?
I guess. MVP, we'll see what happens. Vikings, Chiefs. So you got that one, buddy.
Chiefs.
Who are you taking? Taking the Chiefs at Arrowhead? Tough place to go play.
Yeah.
Tough place to play. Sure is. Coming off the injury from Mahomes, though,
I think he'll play.
I think he's going to play too.
Because he said he would definitely play if it was a playoff game.
But you're telling me that you got Linval Joseph, Dale Hunter, all these boys headhunting for him? He's not going to be a little sketchy in the pocket, one of the best passing defenses in the NFL? What's he going to do? Be a little jumpy?
No.
A little trigger happy?
He will just throw it away. I mean...
Right into Harrison Smith's hands, probably.
No!
Nah?
Harrison Smith is overrated.
No! Harrison Smith, if anything, is underrated. 1,000%.
No.
He's
No.
probably the best safety in
all
football.
my dad talks about Harrison Smith, best safety in the NFL.
So what are you asking?
No!
What are you gonna ask for Christmas this year after that? Wait till Dad sees that, buddy boy. Oh man, you're gonna get Cole and everything else, man.
We're
Holy
gonna
cow!
get him Adrian Amos jersey.
You're gonna get a Harrison Smith jersey if you're not
Oh,
careful.
no.
Yeah,
Oh.
for sure. All right, buddy. Hey, I heard you had a big moment the other day in a basketball game, huh?
Yeah.
Who were you playing?
Scranton.
Scranton. And I heard that you had a go-ahead 3 to tie things up in your game, and a game-winning layup. Look at you. What's up, Kyrie Irving? Nice work,
I
man.
don't know.
Not Kyrie. Who's your favorite guy now? Who's your favorite basketball player right now?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No.
No? Not all?
No.
I'm all in on Shea Alexander, SGA down there in Oklahoma City. He's my dude right now. Because Westbrook left, so I got to have a new favorite guy. I still have Westbrook in the back of my heart, though. But nice work, though. Big game winner. Nice work.
Yeah.
How many games do you left for the season, do you know?
I think we're about halfway.
Halfway's there?
Because the tournament's Saturday.
Did they raise you up in the shoulders like Hoosiers? No. No? Not quite? Maybe in the tournament you might get that if you get a game winner in the tourney, huh? Yeah. Hey, big shout out to you. Want to give shout out to Bowman County football. They got a big playoff game coming up this weekend against Bishop Ryan. Go Bulldogs. You're on the course of history, man. I'm a Bowman boy, born and raised. Keep it up. Go Bowman. We're cheering for Bowman County Bulldogs this weekend against Bishop Ryan. Also, Mark, this is going to air on Thursday, but tonight is Game 7 of the World Series. Our bet's coming to the corner, man. Astros Nationals. I thought after those first 2 games we're going to sweep city, but the Stros picked it up on the road, and here we are facing Game 7 tonight now.
Yeah.
Holy cow. You still going to get me a Coke Zero when the Nationals take this?
Well, a bet's a bet.
A bet is a bet.
So,
A real man always pays his debts.
I guess.
Yeah, how about that? Altuve might show up tonight. He always shows up, but Verlander, that was awful last night. He always lets him go.
Yeah.
He is not big game Verlander at all.
Just so crazy because Greinke's starting tonight. How you can get traded at the end of the season and start in a World Series
Well, baseball's
game 7.
crazy. They don't even have salary caps, like real salary caps. They just pay what you want, get who you want, try to win.
I don't know. Is Scherzer pitching for the Nationals?
Yeah, he's good to go. He missed Game 5 because of the neck strain. He had neck spasms, and then he's going to play tonight in the clinch and go at Game 7. So, Mad Max in the mound. That could be all they need to close this thing out.
Yeah.
So,
I still
see.
think they overworked Scherzer a ton.
Yeah, that's probably why he got hurt leading into the game 5 there. Because
Yeah.
Strasburg went to the full tilt last night. They almost had a complete game. They should have left him in for those last 2 outs. I don't know why they pulled him out there, but yeah, I think the Nats got it. We'll see, buddy. Mark, good luck in the tournament, buddy. We'll see you guys next week right here on the End Zone.